It looks like Doug Ford might reverse his decision to dissolve the Peel region, and this would see Doug Ford breaking his deathbed promise to Hazel McCallion. But maybe, hypothetically, we shouldn't be basing our policy decisions off of the wishes of somebody who was 101. With the government as well as the transition board shocked at the cost of the dissolution of the Peel region, with concerns specifically coming from police and paramedic unions. And this doesn't even take into consideration the havoc that would come from the dissolution of the region involving the education system with the school boards as well as energy management and so many other things. I totally understand why many people may be against these large regions. They were brought in to create cost savings and to make planning more efficient. But this has led many politicians in Mississauga to feel as though Mississauga is getting the short end of the stick. But in order to keep the quality of services now seen in the Peel region after the dissolution, you would have to increase taxes for the citizens by double digits, with Caledon actually having to increase their taxes by triple-digit amounts. But once again, these are all estimates because we actually don't know the full cost until we do it. It is impossible to get a real estimate as to how much damage will be caused if we go through with this. And I actually had the opportunity to talk to Marit Stiles about this today, so let's roll the tape.
It was interesting because I think it was the deathbed promise he made to Hazel McCallion to dissolve the Peel region, and it was something that he spoke to about Bonnie Crombie with, and I know that there are people both for and against the dissolving of the Peel region or other regions in general, and there is value there, I think, depending on who you talk to and depending on what areas you're looking at. But what immediately stands out to you as a concern?
Here's the thing, right? Like when they dissolve, when they separate these communities up again, these cities, and they are each like their own city, right? Mississauga, Brampton, Caledon. But when they separate them all up, you know, some of the services and things like hospitals and stuff are kind of tend to be in one area more than another. And so that means that people like in Brampton are worried about whether they're going to have the same services they used to be able to rely on. It also means that taxes, people's taxes could go up really high. And we found out today that in like the Brampton is estimating that taxes for residents there might have to go up 34% to cover all these new services. And in Caledon, 256%. So for people who are really struggling right now, like a lot of families are having trouble putting food on the table and paying rent or mortgages, that seems really scary.